What are some of your overall thoughts on the practices?
Just working every day, getting better every day, and taking it one day at a time.
Okay, Greg.
Clarence, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm wondering, for you, what are the emotions like of game week finally being here with all that went on this offseason?
It's been a long journey, not knowing if you're going to play to this game week, and it's 100%. We're ready to go.
Did you have any doubts about whether this season would happen, or how did you feel about that?
Here and there, I was just taking it one day at a time, still working like it can be a game tomorrow. So really, if the game came the next day, I would have been ready.
Given all that's gone on with the pandemic, what's been the biggest difference from game week this year to like what a game week looked like last year?
Just COVID testing, just different, being more apart, not really being a social. That's really all. Everything else been on board.
Coach is saying that sometimes you guys sort of have to adjust practice just based on who's available and who's not. Is it tough as a player to sort of roll with that, or how do you approach that?
Not at all. I mean, you just got to go next man up and, just got to get through every day, because when you play football, all you got to do is necessary.
Is it tough to sort of prepare for a game day without knowing who might be on the field with you or what your roster might look like?
Not at all. Every day, everybody locked in. We all focused. We know what's at stake. So if somebody go down, next man got to be up, and he gonna be ready.
All right, Hector, you're up.
Clarence, good morning, man.
How you doing?
Doing well, thank you. So what you've seen of Texas State so far, is there one thing, maybe a couple, that jumps out to you the most in the little bit you've seen of them in that SMU game?
I like how hard they play. Just showing. They're just telling us we got to bring it Saturday.
When you look at that running back tandem that rushed for, I think it was nearly 200 combined yards, the Calvin Hill and the Brock Sturgis, you look at them and you watch them play. Anything come to mind in terms of what's going to be key on your end in terms of slowing those guys down?
I'll say just playing better run fits on just stopping that, just playing better run fits on attacking pullers, things like that.
Did you get a chance? I know you've seen film on them, but did you get a chance to watch the game, like in its entirety, when they went up against SMU?
Yes, sir, I watched almost the whole game. I watched them in Memphis and versus Arkansas State as well, but they look good.
Yeah, and that's where I was going with the question. Did it surprise you a little bit? I mean, no disrespect toward them, but that when they played SMU last year, it was like a 30-point game or something along those lines. So then play them like they did this year or last week in the last couple of days, surprise you a little bit?
No, every year is always a different team in my eyes. You never know what a team brings the next year, and with the new coaching staff, just never know how bought in they can be, and just it's never no surprise what a team can do.
When you look at this rivalry, Clarence, is it one of those where, in addition to being the season opener, it's got a little extra juice because it's Texas State and they're right around the corner?
It's only natural to bring that extra juice and being in this type of predicament of everything going on. But at the end of the day, it's a game. We got to go win.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Greg, back to you.
Clarence, how do you feel about your team's conditioning heading into week one? Where do you guys stand on that?
I feel like we're great. I feel like we are good. I feel like we're ready. I know we're ready.
Do you feel like you have a really firm grasp of the defense and everything you guys want to do on the field?
Yes, sir. Being that we supposed to have a game last week, and that's an extra week to prepare for a team. So extra time to prepare for a team is always great.
It sounds like from what Coach is telling us that you guys are keeping it kind of simple to start. How do you describe sort of your approach to defense where you guys aren't getting overwhelmed with so many different play calls and things? Is it kind of pretty straightforward at this point?
It just is what it is, honestly. Like whatever coach call, we're ready to execute the call and make a play.
Now, for you individually, it seems like you've been working kind of some inside linebacker, some outside linebacker. Is that right, or where have you been mostly through practice and camp?
Just being my versatility, I'm kind of a player that can be everywhere, but more outside though.
Okay. Do you have any previous experience playing inside? Would that be totally a new role for you?
Yes, sir. I played inside linebacker last year.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. Now, do you still get to pass rush a lot at the same position where you are on the depth chart, or is that more of like a run support kind of role? How do you describe your responsibilities there?
Just an outside backer. Just based on if I read my keys, it'll tell me if it's a run or a pass. So if I see the tackle coming at me, of course it's going to be a run. So it's just really like what I'm reading.
Right. And you're one of the single digit jersey guys this year. What did it mean for you to earn that?
I missed a lot. It told me that all my hard work paying off, and I was ready to put it to use.
Did you expect to be voted into that group, or were you surprised when your teammates looked at you that way?
Honestly, I'm never surprised by the work I put out. So every day, I'm trying to get my teammates better. It's not well, it's just me. So I know every time I step up against somebody, if I'm covering somebody, if I'm pass rushing, what I'm doing, they know I'm bringing it. So they got to be on their A game as well as me. So I always try to get my teammates better, and not only myself.
I think there was kind of an expectation heading into this year that the linebackers group was a little bit of a question mark for you guys. How do you feel like that group has shown overall to this point?
I feel like we have evolved a lot. We got players who have bought in a lot. And I just feel like we're a lot better. We had some doubts from the linebacker core, but I always knew what we were capable of. So I never had no doubt ever.
Yeah, Coach Nick said you guys kind of took it as a challenge that people might have thought that you guys weren't up to some of the levels of some of the other positions on the team. What was the mentality like within the group?
Coach Nick is a very intense coach, so you gotta really, really really buy in and really be focused because he's a hard coach. You know what I'm saying? He owns you, so you just gotta every day you gotta come to practice. It ain't no relaxing. You gotta really come with it every day. So if Coach Nick can't get to you, then I don't know if he can.
And Coach Traylor was telling us yesterday that there was some off the field stuff with the linebackers group that has really improved, whether it's just going to class or accountability or whatever. Do you see a difference in that regard?
Oh yes, sir. Myself as well. I've came over a lot of obstacles from last year. The linebackers we're a lot better than last year. That's all I can say. A lot better. A lot.
What are some of those big obstacles for you personally?
Small things like being on time, being where I'm supposed to be, when I'm supposed to be there, and just being a good leader.
Was that just the switch you had to flip to start doing more of that, or what led you to change that in that way?
I'd say just me being a senior on the team and know what I bring and know it's a lot of lower classmen that look up to me, and I just want to be the best example I can be and also better myself.
Is that the biggest change in you from last year, or how else have you grown?
I say my game has went to another level as well. Of course, I worked hard over the offseason. A lot bigger, stronger, faster, just all the basic things. But I say the main things I focused on was just off the field things.
Got it. Thank you, Clarence. I appreciate it.
No problem.